Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'll be showing you another deck to farm Grandmaster difficulty into single player mode. Today will be an Endazu deck with the hero Zalasir, and it's a very famous deck which is known by the name Zalazam. So, the name of the deck comes from two words which are then put together, and the two words are the Zalasir, which is the hero of this deck, and Zamzigar, which is the key card of this deck. And it's the key card because it's a card where you can build around the deck, because it's a very hard hitter. 5 health ally which hits for 5 each turn is a very strong ally, and it's like a worship first turn, which is known to be a very good and strong move, but it comes at a risk, which is your own health, since you need to pay 4 health for each charge for this minion. So it's like 16 health to fully charge it. And so that is put us on a very low amount of health, and so for that reason we need to recover and have a backup plan from that situation, and so we run 2 copies of Twilight Peacock to heal back from that low health situation. Also, we run 2 copies of Veil Warden to actually, again, recover from that bad situation, since it will, in a way, protect our own hero, but also protect Zamzigar if we see that our opponent has a way to clear it, and so we want to stick it on the board, and for that reason we run Veil Warden to protect it. And also, it is a better option than the Golem, because since this is a very aggressive deck, Veil Warden has the two capacities of being able to protect ourselves and the Zamzigar, but also being aggressive, as it translates those intercepts into attack later on. And so it's a very good addition to the deck. Also, we run 2 copies of Bloodpact to actually discount a bit the cost of the Zamzigar from 4 to 2, which is always nice on the first turn, and also to charge up the Twilight Peacock, which can't be charged with health, since it is not Aguesia, but we can charge it up thanks to the Bloodpact. If we don't want to wait for it into our hand and don't wait for it to charge up, we can put it on board and then pump it up with the Bloodpact. Also, we run a copy of Behold the Veil to actually clear our opponent threats early on, and also as like a fodder for Bloodpact, because if we have all our Zamzigars and Twilight Peacock fully upgraded and we don't know where to waste the Bloodpact charges, and we have a very big amount of health, which is pretty common thanks to the Twilight Peacock, we can convert that health into magic, which is always a nice trade, and so this is there for that reason. And finally, we run also a copy of Version of Time, because since we will have a very big amount of health, we're converting that health into some powerful attacks, like for instance having an additional turn is always nice, and also it makes the deck even more aggressive, since we can put a Zamzigar, even if it will be killed by something, we can put it down and then Merchant of Time and actually clear whatever the board of our opponent is, without needing to worry about the Zamzigar being killed, because we gained an additional turn. So that's a very nice card for this deck. So, in our first match we are up against Araktaban. And as said, the first card to search for is the Zamzigar, but if we do not have it in our bank, we can start off also with the Behold the Veil, or also the Twilight Peacock, and start charging it up to actually heal back after. And we see that our opponent also runs a Zamzigar, but he didn't charge it up, and it's actually a misplay, because we can then kill it, since it would also have the Banishing Gust in hand, and it will probably discard our Behold the Veil, and so we played around that, and then we can go and grab a Twilight Peacock and get a charge on it, and he probably will Banish Gust it, so it's actually a bait for his Banishing Gust. And then he put on play a Twilight Peacock, and this will slow down the game a little bit, but it's not a big worries for us. And then we finally restock the Zamzigar, but we wait to put it on play, because he will probably Banishing Gust it. Instead we'll go for playing the Behold the Veil and killing the Twilight Peacock, and also put a Veil Warden on, so to actually make it a bait for the Banishing Gust. And we are more happy about the Veil Warden being banished, because then we can redraw it and actually gain more value from it. And then again we'll keep the Twilight Peacock on hand, so he actually gain another charge, and it will be a bait for the Banishing Gust. But it does not Banishing Gust the Twilight Peacock, and actually I'm pretty fine with that. Then we'll go ahead and pump up the Zamzigar to fully charged, and we'll play the Behold the Veils and actually get another one and kill the Bishmog to not let him gain some magic more than he has already. So he actually needs to Banishing us the Zamzigar instead of killing it. And now we'll wait to put another Zamzigar into play, and even, no, I think it's better to play it and also pump it up thanks to the Blood Pact. And actually that was a misplay because we have a Behold the Veil into our hand, which will hopefully not soak up too much of the charges from the Blood Pact. And right now you see that we are very low on health, but the Twilight Peckle will probably stick on board, and so we'll gain that life back, as I said in the deck building moment. So right now we'll continue with our plan, and as you have seen, the Twilight Peacock sticked on the board, and so that's fine. We'll pass. Then we'll play a Veil Warden to actually counter a bit of his stuff, and actually play the Behold the Veil and kill them beforehand. So right now we'll continue to put the Threaten on our opponent, but first of all, right now I think healing is more important because we have a bunch of blood packs into our deck, and so we'll convert a bunch of our health into utility. And so for that reason we'll get the charges on the Twilight Peacock and then play the Zamzigar, so we are assured that the Twilight Peacock gets fully charged, because that was what I wanted to do. And also I would put the Zamzigar to max charges, because I see that our opponent does not have a way to kill us really easily, and we can then heal back thanks to the Twilight Peacock. Then we see that our opponent has a Banishing Us, and will probably banish one of our Zamzigar, and so that's fine. We'll play the Behold the Veil and also put another Twilight Peacock into play and heal back a bit, because if he does, for instance, get some resources from the incantation, since he's Raktaban, we will not risk being killed by our opponent. And then we continue getting the charges on the Twilight Peacock, so that you can see that we are converting our health into an advantage from our opponent. And it's always fine, because it doesn't matter if you win at 99 health points or 1 only. It matters only that you win. So the health, being able to convert your health into resources, is a very powerful move, and the Goetia cards are very powerful for that reason, because you have an additional resources, which is your health, to use for gaining an advantage. And it doesn't matter if you win at a high amount of health or low, so that's it. And you see that right now we gained too much of an advantage, and it's probably just a matter of time until we kill our opponent. And you see that we can put even another Zamzigar into play and continue putting pressure onto our opponent, and also charging it up to the max. And so I think that's GG. Now, in our second match we are up against Amogesh, and as said, the first card to search for is the Zamzigar, and we luckily had it in our first turn bank, and so we'll go ahead and pump it up to being fully charged. And also I'll first of all grab the Behold the Veil rather than the Twilight Peacock, to be able to heal back a bit or clear some of his threats if he happens to have some of them. And then I'll go ahead and grab the Twilight Peacock and also the Blood Pact. Then, first of all, play the Behold the Veil, as I want the charges to go to the Twilight Peacock. And so, for that reason, we'll first of all play the Behold the Veil, so that it does not soak up the charges from the Blood Pact. And then play the Twilight Peacock and charge it up thanks to the Blood Pact, as said. And so right now you see that we are on a pretty, already we are winning on board, and so we'll go ahead and put even more pressure thanks to the Zamzigar, since we see that our opponent does not have a clear way to kill us, and so it's better to put even more pressure, and for the same reason we'll charge another time the Zamzigar. And you see that already is pretty much GG. We'll go ahead and grab a Merchant of Time to actually get the lead. So, GG. Now, in the third and final match, we are again up against Amogesh, And as before, the first card to search for is the Jamzigar, obviously, but we do not have it in our starting bank, and so for that reason we'll go ahead and grab a Twilight Pekong instead, because we can start putting the charges on him thanks to holding it into our hand. Then we'll go ahead and put it on play and also get a Blood Pact to fully charge it, and then we'll get a Behold the Veil to actually have something to convert into magic and do some stuff if we need to. Then, since he's being pretty aggressive on the Twilight Peacock, we'll go ahead and grab also a Whale Warden to help us protect the Twilight Peacock, starting healing back to actually then convert our health into some other useful things like Zamzigar or the Merchant of Time, or charges from the Blood Pact. So we'll go ahead and kill one of the Herd of Rats, since it's being pretty annoying. Then we'll go ahead and grab another Twilight Peacock and also another Blood Pact to charge up the Twilight Peacock even more, and also clear the other Herd of Rats and get another Behold the Veil to actually make our deck better. And it's pretty likely that we did restock the Zamzigar, as it is a big factor to speeding up the game. And so we'll go ahead and charge it up completely, and at this point I can say that it's pretty much GG, even if it's a little bit early, but you see that we have a fully charged up Zamzigar and a way to heal back and put even more pressure thanks to other Zamzigar and stuff, and also we have a Veiled Warden to protect them, so we are in a pretty big advantage position. And then we'll continue by putting pressure on our opponent and also play another Zamzigar, but not fully charge it because we will then be too close to being killed, and so that's GG. So, as you have seen, this deck can be very fast, and probably is the fastest deck to farm Grandmaster modes. It has its counters, like for example Seduce in Madris, and my advice is if you want to farm in the most efficient way, I suggest to quit when you see a Madris deck which has Seduce on bank, because it will just waste your time and you can be much more faster if you just quit and then play another match, and you will be much faster and you will gain much more silver. But you can always try to get that bad matchup, and you will probably win, but it's just that it will take more time. So see if you like to gamble a bit of your time to actually get a more consistent deck, but if not, I suggest to quit and then retry another time. So, as you have seen in the first match, it can be fast, but also recover from a slow and bad position, thanks to all the recovery tools like Twilight Peacock and Veil Warden and stuff. And so for that reason, is a very good choice to farm Grandmaster mode, one of the best in my opinion. So, that's it for this video, hope you liked it and find it useful. Be sure to leave down below a comment to let me know what you want to see in the next videos, and as always, see ya.